tasty beverage. Let's get in the groove. Synchronized slurp now, we're on the move.
Good morning, stackers. Yeah, we're feeling fine. Good morning, stackers. It's podcast time.
Talking gold and silver and crypto too. With Joe and the gang, it's what we do.
Good morning, stackers. Yeah, we're feeling fine. Good morning, stackers. It's podcast time. We're stacking sats, we're stacking gold. In the world of finance, real gold. Every sip, every chunk, we're on our way to financial freedom, come what may.
So grab that tasty beverage, let's get in the groove. Synchronized slurp now, we're on the move.
Good morning, stackers. Yeah, we're feeling fine. Good morning, stackers. It's podcast time. Good morning, stackers. Yeah, we're feeling fine. Good morning, stackers. It's podcast time.
Good morning, stackers. We are talking about a whole bunch of things today. Of course, $730 silver. You crazy, bro. We'll talk about that video that I posted yesterday. We're going to talk about platinum specifically as well. Take the sort of the big zoom out thing and then we'll zoom in a little bit too. Highly undervalued. And of course, you'll get the week daily live gold, silver, platinum, Bitcoin, crypto analysis, a few other things, chart requests, and of course, talking to my amazing Good Morning Stackers GMS family. But in the first 1 minute of the show, we do the synchronized slurp. Wherever you are in the world right now, whether you're watching live on YouTube or live on X, it's the favorite part of your day. For some of you, it's the end of your day, but that's cool. You might be sipping like a warm, milky beverage at the end, or maybe you got coffee in the morning. I don't care what it is, as long as you slurp it synchronously together. It is the honor system. You must do it audibly wherever you are. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Slurp your beverage. With me on the mug, I am Joe Main. I've been a stacker of precious metals since 2010, gold and silver, silver mainly. Stacker of crypto since 2013. I live in Melbourne, in Australia. Yes, I am down under. Ask me any questions. I might do one day, I'll do an ask an Aussie anything, something like that. Maybe you got some questions about what's it like to live in Australia? I don't know, whatever. And now I do this week daily live show with my GMS family, and I help you launch and grow on social media your business or your personal brand, which you might want to tie to your business. It's a good idea to do that these days. Hit me up with an email, gmstackers@gmail.com, gmstackers@gmail.com. Let's just have a chat, talk about your business, what it is, what it does. Can it even benefit from, launching a YouTube channel, for example, or really launching an Instagram or a TikTok channel? And I will teach you. And if it is, if I think it's a benefit, most of the time it is, depending on the business, then I will teach you the skills of how to do it yourself. I have a 10-week one-on-one in person or over Zoom course where I teach you how to create consistently engaging content for your business or personal brand. And of course, I'm going to charge you money, dirty, greedy capitalist that I am, but one and you're done. You learn it all. It's a lifelong skill after that. And with some support, I'll keep you, I'll push you like the baby bird out of the nest and then just keep an eye on you. gmstackers@gmail.com is what I'm trying to say. Let's do some quick shout outs and then we'll get to the quick sort of go through the list of the stuff, what gold and silver and Bitcoin and all that kind of stuff is doing. Hit the big red subscribe button to join the GMS family live on YouTube, on X. If you want to take part in the live chat, which I'm just about to show you, and you're watching on X, the trick is go to my account on X, click on the YouTube channel link in my bio, and then just port over to YouTube, and then you can enjoy the wonderful chat. Get it? Got it? Good. Pete, repeat. Thank you, Pete. Okay. GMS, a little bit heavy. I tried to text and ring Tony yesterday with no luck. Hopefully it's a network issue with the floods. Okay, I will email Jo over the weekend if I hear back from her. Yes, please, Pete. Tony Peterson is our wonderful chat mum. Hasn't been seen for a few weeks, and there's floods going up in the sort of the top end of Australia in the sort of the Queensland area. So yeah, let me just fix that. Lighting. Yeah, it's not going to do it. I removed the filter from the thing because it's an overcast day today, so it's not going to blow me out. It's blown me out. Sometimes a blowout's good, but not in this case. Let's see. GMS says Knackers O'Reilly, and sorry to I wasn't meaning to gloss over that. We hope she's doing well and hope everything's okay. Let's see what happens. I think we may need to rally around Tony, quite potentially, once we hear back from her, and hopefully everything's good. Pete, at work today, but may not catch the live. Have a great weekend, everyone. Thanks. Becky Gundelfinger is here. Thank you, Pete, for the update. She'll be heavy on our minds, yeah, until we hear she's doing okay. I absolutely agree. Could not agree more. What's up? What's up? Okay, so Lance hasn't even... oh, that's LAM that does it, not Lance. What's up? Wow, you've got a bit more of a spring in your step today. Excuse me 1 second. I'm really got to fix that crappy lighting. That's a bit better. Lance is a brand new father, but he's got the what's up GMS. So is the coffee kicked in this morning, mate? Did you get a little bit better sleep this time? Thanks, Pete. Hope you're doing well, chat mum. Yes, I agree. Morning, Joe, says Jason Ashworth. Morning, Jason. Good to see you. Gerald Draper is back as well. Oh, we've got 1/3 of the osmium triplets here. GM Stackers. You crazy, bro. $730 silver. Swear to God, I thought that the sun wouldn't come out. You prick. And I just went, you son of a bee. I can't fix it now. You absolute prick. Give me 1 second. You mofo. There we go. That'll fix it. Kind of, sort of. Yeah, okay. Lesson learned. Don't do that again. So Gerald Draper says ×2. ×2. Pete, thanks. Joe is looking more relaxed today. Am I? Oh, thanks. I think it's must be the skincare that I've put on overnight. Pete, repeat. Handpick wave. Neil. Oh, Neil is Neil here too? So do we have all three osmium triplets? The osmium triplets are Gerald Draper, Neil Hahn Dynasty, and Space Miner. When they're on, it's just like osmium, crystallized osmium. Still don't know really what it is, what it does. I have been reached out to by Space Miner, and I haven't replied to your email, Space Miner. My apologies. I would love to get you on the channel to talk about all that stuff. I'm going to be very annoyed with the lighting today, but it is what it is. Let's get into a whole bunch of different stuff. Shall we talk about silver first? Shall we talk about... Yeah, I did kind of mention that. All right, give me a second, and I'll go back here, and then I'll share this, and then I'll do that, and I'll do that. Give me 1 moment. Silver, 730. Let's see if I can just find my own... yeah, I can. Yeah, I did. Right, cool, good. Let me share the screen, my funky people. Yeah, let's quickly talk about it. So, I created a video yesterday entitled... Silver will hit $730 if this pattern plays out. It's had a decent amount of views for my channel, whatever it is. I did post it on the Gold and Silver Stackers Australia forum. A bunch of people saying, yeah, go for it, rah. And of course, it's a big rah, silver. Hey, this could happen if it plays out. Create a little bit of a stir. Some people saying, you're mental, man. You crazy, bro. No chance. This, that, and the other. And so we'll just quickly talk about that. What was I talking about if you did miss it? So let me just show you very quickly here. That's the platinum price, which we will come back to. This is the silver price, okay, on the weekly time frame. We'll go to the 6 monthly, and what I was talking about was if this, then that. Okay, that's basically all you need to know. If we if this cup and handle formation plays out, so hence the title, silver will hit $730 if this pattern plays out. So the big if there, right? Do I think it will get to $730? Not necessarily, and I did mention that in the video. But if this giant cup and handle on silver does play out to its finality, to its maximum, then you are looking at, right? From there to there, so that's you measure the cup and handle depth, okay? Then you take it to the breakout point, which is the right-hand side, so that's around about $50, right? Takes it to, bang, $730 US. Time frame, don't know. Could be in the next 10 years, could be longer, could be 15, 20 years, who knows, right? But that would be the finality of that 45-year currently cup and handle formation. There is not from a technical perspective, not a fundamental perspective, from a technical perspective, it's doable, okay? But some people made some great comments on that, so we'll take a look at those. So let me see if I can find the comments on that. Bear with me. I don't want you to hear that. Let me just go. I will mute that. Look at my wonderful face. Let's see. Well, this is a few comments on here. Hopefully you can see that. Yeah, you can. Well, if BTC, which is nothing, can be $100,000, who knows how crazy things can get? Yeah. Why not? Indeed. That would mean, Daz Stone said, that would mean a 1 kilo bar of silver would cost $23,469.50. Yeah, it would. But that's, hey, got fractional silver. Now, this is the point here. Look, what a load of shit. Silver is an industrial metal. It is a mining byproduct, has predictable support and limited uses. All right, so my response to that was, why did it then go from $3.50 to $50 from the early 90s to 2011? The move to $730 is the exact same percentage move up. Now, please understand, again, I'm not saying it's going to go to $730, but if it can go from $350 to $50, if all these things are the same, for example, silver is an industrial metal. Silver was an industrial metal back in the early 90s. All right, we had electronic products. Okay, did we have as many, Apple? Yeah, but we had electronic products. We had lots of electronic products. It is a mining byproduct. It was still a mining byproduct in the early 90s when it was at $3.50. Has predictable support and limited uses. That I don't understand that part. Has predictable support. That I don't know what that means. And limited uses. Yeah, everything has a limited use until it is needed for other things that haven't been invented yet. Okay, so of course, yeah. If you're only thinking about the past, yeah, sure, it has limited use until it doesn't. And solar panels, more solar panels, for example, require more silver. Who knows, right? Battery technology might require more silver, or a bunch of different things. You don't know. Just talking about if that pattern plays out, that's the maximum it would get to, $730. Now, would I be happy and would you be happy with, I don't know, $200 silver? What, from $30 to $200? Would you be happy with triple-digit silver? Would you be happy with $100 US silver? We're talking about US, not Australian dollars, okay? Cool, yeah, I'll take that, sure. Just watch out for that, because stranger things have happened in the big city. Now, someone else did post a decent comment, which was... let's see. It was not here. It was on my silver one, so I don't think I can find that one. That's okay. But someone made a fair point, which is like similar to, it's like diminishing returns, basically, similar to Bitcoin, for example. Yeah, look, it had a big move from $350 to $50. Yeah, 1,300% move roughly, but that's because, the price is really low. The market cap of silver is low. So for the market cap to go from X market cap to X market cap, sure. But it's unlikely then, diminishing return wise, that it will go from, a very high, all-time high market cap here to, the same kind of 1,300% level. So diminishing returns, basically. I understand that point. Totally agree. Might be the case. This is just, if this, then potentially that, if that pattern, if it plays out. So that's kind of my highest target. And someone else posted a comment, which was, oh, look, 730. Some people are calling for, I think it's like Andy Sheckman or someone's calling for like $5,000 silver and all that kind of stuff, and even yesterday, we did what is the inflation adjusted amount of silver? And one estimate was about $140 US. Another estimate, according to Shadow Stats, is like nearly $1,000 for silver. Well, my level here of 730, that's less than 1,000. So yeah, I think it's at the top end of reasonable. Okay, but if this pattern plays out, yeah, $730 is potentially doable. Gee, I'll take $300. Sure, I'll take it 10 times from here. I'll take it 10 times in 10 years. Ooh, that could be a good video title. Silver to go 10 times in 10 years. That's my next clickbaity kind of title. So that is the silver 730. You crazy, bro. Okay, thing. And that's my opinion on that. Any comments on that, my people? Andy is a bit cuckoo in my opinion. Yeah, well, there you go. Yeah, $5,000 silver? No. If silver was ever at $5,000, give me one moment. That's better. Luckily, I'm wearing pants today. If silver goes to $5,000 US, the question then becomes, what's the price of everything else at that time? Okay, what's the price of a loaf of bread? Is silver $10,000 an ounce, but a loaf of bread is $500, in a hyperinflationary scenario. Cool. In the spirit of Tony, yeah. Next to the dollar, physical silver. Yeah, cool. So that's the sort of the update and the sort of the blowback of the $730 silver thing. Let's do some. Yeah, that sun's going to come out again, you son of a bitch. Let's go to some gold, silver analysis. Because we're on silver right now, let's just pop into the daily and quickly do that. Cool. So let's do the rapid fire analysis. Here is silver on the daily time frame, priced in USD, $32.20 US cents. It is still under the $32.50 range that we really need to see it get above. I'll pop my Fibonacci there. Trend line, yeah, that one. Where's my horizontal line with $32.50? There you go, right there. Pretty much it, okay? Gee, out of interest, what's this Fibonacci line? Now I don't have that $31 horizontal blue line in. That's interesting. What's that? That's weird. Okay, look at that. What's that? Oh, 31 spike, 31 spike. Oh, finally broke through. Gee, out of interest, that is a major Fibonacci area, as we've been talking about for many, many years, going back to 1980 to 2000 and 1980 to now, right? The highs of the 1980s, the lows of the 1990s forms these Fibonacci lines, okay? And then you've got their extensions as they move above. The 0.618 is at 31 US dollars. We had failed to hold any month. Since January of 2013, we failed to close any month above 31 US dollars. We got close to it here. But on the monthly time frame, as you know, hey, we got up to, look at this, here's the $31 area. We spiked to $32.50, which created that resistance line, right? $32.50, closed below that Fibonacci line. Interesting, right? Spike, failed to close. Spike, failed to close, didn't even make it. Finally in September, for the first time in like 11 years, we closed a month above 31 US dollars. That was my key signal. As you remember back then, I went, okay, look, we've gone from 99% bull market, which we were when we closed over this $26 level there, when we started closing multiple months above it. Okay, we did it for like a month here and then back down, month or two here and then back down. It was really flirting with that $26 area, finally broke it and then maintained it for a while. Funnily enough, after it broke out of that Fibonacci level, again, from the really old highs of the 80s and the 90s, right? You wouldn't think these would be a thing, but they are. After it finally broke out and held decently above, it was flirting with the $31 level and failed to close above until September. So when we did it in September, even though technically it was just slightly above, but technically it was above, I had to say, okay, rather than 99% in a bull market, we're now 100% in a bull market. Okay, you could have called it way back down here and said 100% in a bull market, COVID low spike, all that kind of stuff. Consolidating through time, new levels, hasn't gone back down here. You could say bull market, sure. But for me, I really need to see it close above, good above the 26, so 99% there, 100% there, closing above that 31 US dollar level. Cool. And then we broke that. We made a new interim high, okay, $35. And we did have a couple of moves down, okay, and I said it just needs to get back over that 31. Now what do we do? We closed January above 31 US dollars, and I said fantastic move. We are going to be making a move for $32.50. So far, we found resistance at $32.50, basically exactly. Okay, this is pretty obvious stuff. Anyone who is looking at any kind of charts doing simple support and resistance stuff, you can do it too, right? Resistance, major, okay, came back, tested it, and didn't make it, so you could tell it's going to be an area of resistance. We're there at the moment. My thought is that likely we do punch through it in the next couple of months. It's looking great for silver. It's looking great for gold. We just need to keep a couple of things up our sleeve. It is a major area, so I cannot tell you personally that we will see new highs, new interim highs, not all-time highs yet, but new highs for silver until we close a month above it. Okay, because look at months, right? You can spike, but not close the month. Spike, not close the month. And then it can spend a lot of time, all right? I need to see it close February or March or June or whatever it is above $32.50, okay? And that signals, oh, go time. So we're so close. We're just not there yet. It's very positive we're above $31 though, okay? So all signs are pointing to, closing above it probably in February, okay? No guarantees. Cool. And the one thing I just want to watch out for, which I don't think is probably a thing, okay? And we did talk about it. It doesn't look like a head and shoulders pattern, but just watch out for it, okay? Here, okay? It's probably not because this neckline is really sloping, okay? So that's probably not a thing. You really want for it to be a head and shoulders, you would have wanted to come down to at least that 2750 area first before having the move back up. So something like dunk. What does that look like? Funny how a head and shoulders also looks like a D&B. And other people pointed out, probably not a matching neckline, so probably not a thing. It's probably not, okay? So I'll give it like a 10% chance at this stage. Just watch out for it. If we find a bit of major resistance here, here's the thing. If we find major resistance here, and then on a monthly time frame, we start closing any month back below $31, then I would say, oh, okay, maybe this thing is playing out, okay? But yeah, probably not. Just keep it in the back of your mind. Cool. And are you dollar cost averaging into silver, and does it really bloody matter anyway? No, because we know the general trend, and the trend is your friend, okay? We know what's going on here, okay? 6 months, as we said, the epic cup and handle formation. Does that match up with any Fibonacci? No, probably I wouldn't worry about that. The next places, very quickly, the next places I want you to keep an eye out for to be finding some areas of resistance when in the next year, the next couple of years or whatever, you've got to watch out for $75 US, okay, and $120 US, because these are the two main Fibonacci extension lines after you break out of the normal range. Okay, so breaking out of $48, $50, the 1.618 is at $75 US. Got to watch out for that. Cool. Could be an area of resistance. If it sails through 75, you've got to watch out for about 120. Now, triple digit silver. Fantastic. Watch out for there. Then we're in triple digit silver time. Cool. Depends on when it happens. Hey, again, we may never get to this $730 thing, right? It might, have its time around about the 120. Hey, you still, what are we now? That's a 4 times from here anyway. Would you like a 4 times in just a few short years? Yeah, you would. That is silver. Got to close over that $32.50. I could have all said that in about 3 seconds. Got to close over $32.50. That is silver. Gold. $2,855 US. Okay. Relative strength index is already an extremely overvalued. Okay. We talked about this range here of $2,900 to $3,200 US as the next stop. It's a $300 range. I do understand that. This $2,900 level comes from a key Fibonacci level. I couldn't be bothered showing you right now, but anywhere between here and here. And again, I know it's a big range. Okay. So yeah, if I'm not going to come back and say, hey, see, I told you so, because it's a $300 range, right? But from here, just watch out, okay? Extremely overvalued on the daily. Just means maybe a short-term peak in gold will be coming. Price goes up, price goes down. You could even potentially watch out for this uptrend line to be the area. Okay. You never know. So, creepy, crawly, middle of the best buy, middle of the next stop zone, a little bit over the psychological value of 3,000, and then we have a bit of a dip. I would expect the dip to go no lower than, and you don't want to see it go lower than, this line right here. That is the mother of all trend lines. You don't want to see that break. That's at about roughly $2,700 at the moment. Of course, the mother of all trend lines being the one that goes all the way back through through 1980, 2011, and we're above it currently. Cool, so you don't want to see that break. That wouldn't be good, preferably. On the 6 monthly time frame, I will say though, look, already extremely overvalued on the 6 monthly time frame. You can spend the next 2-3 years in extremely overvalued on the 6 month time frame though. Okay, monthly time frame. In extremely overvalued again on the monthly. Cool. But again, you can have a bit of a peak, a dip, and then spend some more time in there. So cool. This could be just gold time for quite a bit. On the weekly time frame, again, extremely overvalued. This is the thing I was pointing out yesterday, I believe. So I don't want to be a broken record, but just showing you extremely overvalued. Higher, much higher high, except here is basically an almost flattening out. It's slightly higher, so you go, oh look, technically it's not a bearish divergence, I guess, because this isn't lower, but it's just it's diverging a little bit. That's kind of flattening out, and that's while that's increasing, that could say that the steam is starting to run out. That's why that 2,900 to 3,200. Kind of the next major stop, probably. Okay. Before, in years to come, $7,000, $8,000, $10,000 gold, US dollar gold, that is as well. Yeah, that's coming. Just, price goes up and down. And on the daily, we move down to a little spike, but 2834, little spike. Does that match up with anything here? Let's see. Is that any kind of Fibonacci extension? That is not. The next Fibonacci extension, okay, just so you know, from this high and this low, so the high when we came up to test the mother of all trend lines, that's not the mother of all trend lines, that's the other one. That's the mother of all trend lines. Let me get rid of that. When we came up to 2,800 and that big move back down through the mother of all trend lines, we had that low, the 1.618 from that, and that is at 2,950, which again is close to your $3,000 psychological value. So around about your 3,000 could be the level to watch out for. Cool. That is gold. Let's take a look at platinum. We're going to do a quick zoom out of platinum as well. I did post this today on the Gold and Silver Stackers Australia forum right here, the premier forum to be involved in if you are a gold and silver stacker in Australia, hence the name. GMS, platinum, big picture and a zoom in. Big picture. Okay, still within a large symmetrical triangle range. That one here from 2008 and then the low, COVID low down here, and then the lows of the late 90s, that's at about $340. Through the COVID low, that forms that part of the symmetrical. This part is the top end of the symmetrical pattern right there. Cool, so we're still within that, but consolidating closer to the top end, okay? Consolidating way up here, not in the bottom half. That's pretty good. Wrong one. At historical undervalued levels versus gold and silver. I'll show you those charts in just a second. Okay, so here's the zoom out of platinum. Very quickly, many people are excited about platinum. Neil Han Dynasty, one of my lovely subscribers, will champion platinum all day. Here's platinum on the zoom out, like I just showed you, the big symmetrical triangle pattern and the smaller one within there. This is the February 2001 and the COVID. So February 2021 and the COVID low March 2020. Okay, so a triangle within a triangle. Cool. Consolidating, and the general trend is moving up. You can see here, definitely that low there of 750 would have, and this is this is my own opinion on this. Obviously, it's very obvious. Okay, if we had not have had the pandemic and the COVID low, the COVID where everything went down, this $750 level wouldn't have been a thing. Okay, would not have been a thing. You wouldn't have seen some random spike down to $560 for platinum. Okay, I say the same for silver. I say the same for Bitcoin. I say the same for any asset. Obviously, no shit. If the Black Swan event hadn't happened, you wouldn't have had a big Black Swan kind of dip. Cool. But with platinum, you could have confidently said that this. Now I've got this symmetrical triangle pattern drawn in, but you could have confidently have said, well, this is more the pattern that you'd be looking at. Something more like that, which is that descending flag, I think, as you call it, right there. Okay, which is traditionally is bullish. Okay, but here's a good thing, right? You've got this symmetrical. Go away. Give me 1 second. Just got to check my messages in case this is important. Don't think it is, but if it is, just give me 1 second. Yep. Okay, cool. Great. Good to know. So within this symmetrical triangle pattern right here, we're in kind of like the top half of it, so that is good. And I also believe, obviously, if that didn't occur, you wouldn't have seen. We had a double bottom here in October of 2018. Double bottom, very quickly, it started moving up. So look at the trend opposed to the COVID low. If this hadn't have happened, we could have erased this. You could have actually seen that maybe just do a little bit of a dip, but that would have kept going up like that. But also this, right? That's more likely. Okay, so, but anyway, I have that drawn in. Short answer is it's looking positive for platinum, still in a consolidation phase, still within that symmetrical triangle pattern. It will break to one side or the other eventually. At the moment, it's favoring the upside. Hey, unless gold is going to have a big move down, unless silver is going to have a big move down, platinum does tend to follow. It is its bit of more of its loner. Okay. But look, signs point to, look, a test of resistance, another test of resistance. It has tried a multiple times to break out of the other downtrend line, and let me show you this one. This is the 2008, the other 2008 line. Let me show you it right here. Where are we, you mofo? 2008 trend. The thicker yellow line is before we got to that February 2021 peak here at, gee, what do you know? That happens to be exactly at a key Fibonacci from this high and this low. And then it went to that exact high at that 0.382 at $1,340. Funny that how Fibonacci can then do some predicting later on. Also, it can hindcast as well and go, oh yeah, there's matching levels here, matching levels there, blah blah blah. I digress. Sorry. My point was we have tried multiple times to break above and hold above the thicker yellow line. Okay, the one formed up here down before we had that one. Cool. Break, failure, break, failure, break, failure, break, failure, break. And now we're broken up again. Okay. Pop into the sort of zoom in. Okay. As you know, with platinum, in the last number of days, we've had that move back into the smaller symmetrical zone. Okay. We flirted with it. We had a double bottom here at 900. I don't have the box drawn in, but that was the top end of my best buy zone right there, as most of you know. Back above here, and now we're flirting with it again. So this is now in my cautiously optimistic zone for platinum. We will be in cautiously excited between here and a downtrend line that I had previously drawn in, but you can't see it. Then I'll be getting excited for platinum when we start breaking above there. Cool. I'll get excited if we start breaking above right there. Cool. Great. This would signal a fantastic move. A fantastic move for platinum, probably coinciding with gold and silver going up at the same time. And it's looking great. Okay, so then I think personally a test of the top end of the major downtrend line, let me get rid of you, will be coming more likely than a downward move. Okay, so that is my humble opinion on that. It's looking good for platinum. I'll show you the platinum to gold and platinum to silver ratio to show how historically undervalued it is. And as you know, my final hurdle for new all-time highs in platinum is at $1,115 US. If I can find the damn thing. Nope. No, screw you. Get stuffed. Nope. Horizontal line. Come on, man. Where's my final hurdle? There you go. The last one. My final hurdle for new all-time highs happens to be, at the 2.36 Fibonacci, calculated from this high. Sorry, it's not this high and this low, because I discount the COVID low. It's from this high and this low. And you can see how it has, if you put the high and the low there with the Fibonacci, you can see how, there's a big support level there, resistance level. That's interesting, isn't it? Why would this random level here, let me get rid of the Fibonacci, right? Why would this random level here of $1,750 be some kind of resistance level? Like it's not really that close to there. Why there? Why is it resistance here, here, and here? Why are there support levels? I can see why the support levels there because that was previous resistance, but why here? What's that all about? Well, okay, Fibonacci, right there. Okay, the 1,705 roughly, and then you can see it was 1,705, 1,700 roughly. That's 1,700 kind of level because it's the 0.618 from this high and this low. My point being that when we, after the COVID low, we rocketed up to that 1340 level. Now we've been beating our head against $1,115 resistance with a spike, but closed around it. Resistance, rough resistance at 1,115, didn't even make it. And now I think the next time we get there, hopefully 10 millionth time is a charm, but that's the big level for me. As you know, 1,115. Cool. My final hurdle to say that we will be moving onwards and upwards in platinum. Final hurdle right there. You close any month above it, and then that signals to me, we've closed a month above the 0.236. We're probably looking really good now. Now, having said that, bear in mind, we did close a month above it here in July of 2016, but we'd yet to form, we were still consolidating and we'd yet to come back down and test that 750 level. So I'm confident now that we've had major tests of it and failed to close any month above it since 2021, I think that would be the time. And that seems to coincide roughly with this downtrend line. So the downtrend line is the one you've got to look out for. I'm not saying it's going to happen in this particular time frame, so ignore that, but we want to see this retest and bounce off. If that does that with this downtrend line, it is go, go, go time, specifically if it confirms closing the month above the final hurdle, 1,115, go time for platinum. And then we'll be talking about the higher prices for platinum. We'll be talking about 1340. We'll be talking about, hang on, what's this? That's once again, that's a very random spot to find a resistance level. Okay, well, we came down to here, right, we came in here, and then we came up to here, and it looks like we're going to break a level. No, and then, why there? That's so random at $1,520 or something. That's very strange. Why would that be? Bang. Fibonacci from this high and this low. Okay, so that's why I find these to be highly confluent. We'll put it that way. Okay, so then we'll talk about the higher prices for platinum later on down the track in the number of years. $1,520, $1,700, the final hurdle of $1,970. Then you start closing above 1970, right, on a monthly time frame. Then we're talking about all-time highs, and then we'll start talking about even higher prices from there. Not happening yet, may not ever happen. Got to close above 1,115. So far, so good. I am bullish on platinum in the longer term. And let me show you the platinum to gold ratio, platinum to silver ratio, just so you're aware. Many of you know we are at historic lows. Historic as my voice cracks. Go away. It's really pissing me off here. Here we go. Historic lows against gold. Okay, it's never been lower than that. Look at this. The most historic 6-month time frame, just to annoy you. There we go. There's your 6-month platinum to gold ratio. Never been lower than it is today. At historic lows on the relative strength index as well. It can certainly go lower. Okay, it certainly can. And, gold can have its time and continue to have its time. Platinum can, just lag. Okay, so you can still see this go this lower, but it's at historic lows now. Okay, and it is at historic lows versus silver as well. One day it will have its time where it starts probably outperforming silver and gold. I would suggest that's probably going to more happen when silver and gold are getting to their maximal kind of peak. So maybe the gold to silver ratio won't start really outperforming. Maybe the platinum won't start outperforming gold and silver until, a year or two down the track, or maybe a few years after gold's starting to have its big run, everyone's jumping in. Then silver has its big run against gold. Everyone's like, oh, gold's high. Oh, you remember that silver thing? Silver starts going hog wild, and then platinum will probably be the cousin, okay, that does that. So but it's at pretty historic lows. Again, you have had a lower low back in 1980, okay? But yeah, it's kind of even below its previous sort of trend right there, okay? So historic lows at the moment of platinum versus silver. Just watch out for platinum. It may be something that you would want to have a little bit of in your precious metals stack. Call it whatever percentage you want. 10%, 20%, your call. You do you. I know Neil Hahn might be like all platinum at the moment. Let's see. Considering all the changes, there's a lot of questions coming on. Okay, let me get to the Bitcoin and crypto stuff, and then I will do all your comments, etc. Of course, you've got to first, though, buy from Perth Bullion Exchange, perthbullion.com.au, the greatest bullion dealer in all of Australia, bar none, because they give you free shipping when you buy over 20 or more items. Mix and match, not 20 of one thing. You want to buy 2 of this, 1 of that, 3 of that, a little bit of gold, a little bit of silver, a little bit of platinum, whatever. Just have 20 or more items total in your order. Instant free shipping Australia-wide, okay? They don't ship internationally, okay? So don't ask that. Well, they don't. Great range, great prices as well. They have a price match guarantee. Guaranteed best prices with our price match promise. Find a product at a competitor for cheaper and we'll price match it, okay? So this is the thing where they're not putting the free shipping thing and they're not jacking up the premiums to make up the difference. Oh, we'll give you free shipping, but their high prices are higher. No, okay. They're the best bullion dealer in all of Australia. They only launched in May of last year. I've been partnered with them since then. I'm not a partner in the business, okay? I don't get a back-end piece of their whatever, right? I've just been helping Ricky from Perth Bullion Exchange create consistently engaging content with their YouTube channel and all that stuff. So they're doing great guns over there, and I'm happy to champion them on this show. And of course, they are a brand sponsor, so they do pay me to do that, but they're the best anyway, okay? Speaking of the best, if you want the best unallocated program, which has the convenience of a phone app, okay, download the wealthstack.com app. It's an Australian-owned, Australian-operated, Australian-regulated company where you buy gold backed one-to-one with real physical metal stored on behalf under your name in one of the largest gold distributors and storage facilities in the entire world. They're like one of the top 5. They're LBMA registered, all that good stuff. Okay, but you get the convenience of buying gold for spot plus 1%, no matter whether you buy a small amount or a large amount. They don't jack up the premiums if you're buying $10 worth of gold. It's a very easy way to save and invest, very convenient app as well. Go to Wealthstack, wealthstack.com. All I ask you to do, go down to the bottom left-hand corner, click on the frequently asked questions link. Read the frequently asked questions. You might find it's going to be for you. As a stacker, many stackers I know do have some Wealthstack account gold, okay? Some of you will be like, if I don't hold it, I don't own it, blah, blah, blah. That's great. Send this to your normie friends and family who you've been trying to wake up. This is like the best gateway drug to get them involved in gold. It's called getting them a little bit pregnant. Get their feet a little bit wet by, hey, guys, hey, look, you want to buy some gold? Just download the Wealthstack app. And, sign up with your ID and all that stuff, all on the up and up, all fully secure, all that stuff. And just buy some gold that way, and just watch your little portfolio grow, okay? And then you sting them with the Federal Reserve is not federal, it has no reserves. You stick them with Jekyll Island and all that stuff later on down the track, rather than trying to dump all this crap on them about, that they feel is like conspiracy theory and all that. Okay, just get them a little bit pregnant with Wealthstack, wealthstack.com. That's the best branding ever. Get them a little bit pregnant. I'm going to recommend that to the Wealthstack marketing team. Wealthstack, wealthstack.com. Cool, let's take a look at Bitcoin and crypto, and one or two things here. Probably a quick look at TOSHI as well. Ooh, okay. This is the index price. I'll do the Bitstamp price. Okay. Here is Bitcoin on the monthly time frame, priced in US dollars, 96,625. Okay, let's pop onto the daily. We did fail to hold. We failed to close above the 98,000 level. We had a spike. Now, that's interesting. Where did it spike to? I'm so annoying. I'm so sorry. Where did it spike to? The 98,800 kind of level. That's the 0.5 Fibonacci from this high and this low. Funny that. Okay. Failure to close. Spike. What do we say about spikes? Spikes mean S-H-I-T. They mean nothing. It is about where you close at. And even on the daily time frame, with Bitcoin, daily time frame spikes don't really mean much, because you can have a massive spike to an all-time high and then close all the way back below a previous all-time high. So it's really about weekly and monthly closes with Bitcoin. Okay, failed to close the day though. It's not a great sign. Okay, failure to close above 98,800 roughly. So far, we haven't closed below. And look at this. Hey, gee, what do you know? The next Fibonacci level, 96,400, which happens to be the 0.382 from that high and that low. We had that big, holy crap, liquidating leverage longs thing, but it closed above it. Okay, great. We've had one test, close above. Second test, close above. Third test, close above. Fourth test, close above, but not much higher. A big spike to test this Fibonacci of 98,700. Failure way back down here. We are closing the day. We are opening the new day in about 43 minutes. Okay? It's probably not going to rocket back up to here and start closing anywhere above there in the next 45 minutes. Stranger things have happened with Bitcoin, of course. Probably not. We're probably going to start closing around about here. So now 2 daily closes, closing much closer to the $96,400 level. The more likely you do that, the more likely it is to be taken out. And if you take that out again, you start closing days. Now again, I do say, and I'll say this on the opposite direction, but closing a day below 96,000, okay, 96,400, not great, but it's not death. Okay, let's go to the weekly. I would suggest though, if you start closing this week below here, not great. I don't want to see that. Okay, preferably. This is if you want to see Bitcoin just go higher and higher from here. I'd love to do that because I want to get back into something. As you know, I am basically all in US dollars at the moment. I'm parked in dirty fiat currency. Oh, I hate it. I'm parked in it. Of course, I've got my silver stack, but I did move a portion of my silver into the crypto market to increase my stack, which I've been able to do. For example, what I mean is if I was to buy back all into silver right now and put what I took out of silver and put it back into silver, I will have upped my silver ounces. Okay, so I've been successful with that. However, I want something to make a damn decision. Okay, I need Bitcoin to confirm, hey, is it going to continue down much lower, and are we done for crypto in 2025, or are we going to creep higher, creep above back my final hurdles to say, oh no, I can jump back into crypto and then increase my silver stack even more, right? We're not there yet. We're still in this no man's land. And I would suggest if we start closing a week below that Fibonacci, well, then it's more likely going to test this again. The more likely you test this again, the more likely it is to be taken out. The more likely you test this, the more you test this, the more likely it is to be taken out. So we're just in no man's land for crypto, for Bitcoin. Many of you will be saying, dude, just like silver. Dude, you crazy, bro. This is just a consolidation period and we will head onwards and upwards from here. Yeah, you could be right. Totally hope you are. That will be good for you, me, and the next door neighbor. However, I have to see it close above 104,200 US dollars, my final hurdle. Okay, until it does that, I can't say for sure. Okay, look, above 101,000, that's good. All right. Must close, and I did change that. Give me 1 second. It's 101, not 100. Okay, that would be a great level. If you start closing a month above the 0.618 of 101,000, I'm saying very positive. Okay, But to be just a little conservative, I've got to see it close above $104,000. Do that, and then I'm like, oh, go time. We're continuing onwards and upwards with Bitcoin. We are not there yet. We're just in this holding pattern range. Some people are saying distribution, up, down, Bart Simpson pattern, up, down, cowabunga dude, and then, so some people are saying that's done. Could be. Some people are saying, no, just consolidation, onwards and upwards we go. Could be the case. No man's land. Can't confirm anything until we're below a certain level or above a certain level. Cool. So that's why I am out. Right now, I'm not trying to trade the chop because it's too choppy and you can easily slowly, just like a death by 1,000 cuts, just lose. Oh, lose $200 here, lose $100, lose $500 here in just trying to trade every day. Ooh, and then just slowly dwindles. Wait for confirmation, people, is the best idea. And I'm trying to continually tell myself to do that because I'll catch myself every now and then. Oh, that looks a little juicy. Oh, the 4-hour time frame looks good. I think I could make a couple of $100 here. And then you can get caught out. You might make a couple of $100. But then you can get caught out and it could go the other way. Okay, so don't trade the chop. Just wait for confirmation, and we're not there yet on Bitcoin. Okay, let's take a look at others. Others being the altcoin markets. That's others D, others dominance. Altcoin markets, cool, same thing, not a lot to say. We're still trading in the range. We're not above the key level of 330 billion. That's a very good sign to say it will continue. Alt season will continue. We're not there yet. If we have, look, if history rhymes, then this will continue. If history rhymes, then we're just at a bottoming here and we're going to do this. So on balance of probability with the crypto cycle in 2025, on balance of probability, it's more than 50% chance that this is just a bottoming area. This was a fantastic area to get into. And then we just see this kind of thing, right? Oh, great, fantastic. Probably more than 50% chance we do that versus sinking and just tanking. Okay. However, I don't want to trade this range here, and with the possibility that, okay, then I'm fucked. Okay. So then I'm screwed, right? You don't want to do that. So you're looking for confirmation. Okay. So I'm looking for confirmation on that. Above 330 billion US dollars is the area I've at least got to see it close above. That's all you need to know for that. On the daily time frame, we are at, and on the daily, look what we just did. Looky. I was checking this out yesterday, and I did draw in this thing. We're going through this little range here, and I drew that in, and what did we do? We got faked out, okay? It was here yesterday, and I drew this down in here through that spike. Around that one, right here. I drew that in, and then very specifically, I was watching this yesterday. I actually tried to trade this a little bit, and I actually got a little bit caught out. So this is why. This is a reminder to myself. Don't trade the giant range. It's too damn choppy, okay? I saw, oh my God, we broke out here. We broke out on the hourly time frame on this, man. We're probably going to go up to here at least. So I could make a sneaky little thing on one of my favorite cryptos. Again, this is the altcoin market, others, right? You can't trade others. But there was like Doge and this and that and a bunch of other things like, oh man, I could trade that and make a little bit of cash today. Fake out. And so I had to take a tiny little loss, right? Fake out. Back down, okay, on the 4-hour time frame. This is why it's too tricky to trade. I'm not a professional trader. That's the thing. Many other people have gone, that's easy, going to fake out and then down. Sure, good luck to you. I'm not that guy. But we saw that move right back down. So on the daily time frame, not great. I mean, we've had a spike, so we've seen lower movements in the general altcoin market. Okay, pretty much everything would be down instead of rather than what's the word I'm looking for? Everything would be down. Not everything. Sorry, certain cases there'd be some meme coin that's just launched and it's gone crazy, of course. But yeah, generally down. But again, having said that, you could just find a lovely support here. We do like that big spike. That's the thing. Okay, love the big spikes. Ended in the green. Bit of the opposite of a relief rally. Okay, so the opposite of a dead cat bounce. So a dead cat bounce in the opposite direction. If I was able to flip this chart, you could see that could be a potential dead cat bounce in the opposite direction. Okay, so you have a big spike, you come down, and then you have a bit more of oh crap, no, it's still over, it's over guys, and then it does that. That's what I'd love to see. Close above 330 billion, really close above this downtrend line. I am probably starting to scale in there. Okay, let's do that. Cool. And then I can increase my silver stack over the long term. That is the altcoin market. And I did say DEXI. Let me do a quick little DEXI. What else can we look at? XR, I won't look at XRP and Doge and anything like that because there's no real point. Okay, but just for my wonderful little Toshi fam, I'll do a quick one here. Quick Toshi update for the Toshi fam. We have made, where are we? We are still below and we're still trending down. That's all you really need to know for Toshi fams. For people who don't know what Toshi is, it is the largest meme coin on Base Chain. Base Chain is owned by Coinbase. Coinbase CEO is Brian Armstrong. Brian Armstrong owns a couple of cats. One of his cats' names is Toshi, after Satoshi Nakamoto. Some bright spark when Base Chain was released, I've forgotten who it was. No idea who it was. Some dev just went, I'm going to create Toshi named after Brian Armstrong's cat. It's now become the largest meme coin on Base. Okay, it's killed all of them. It had a beautiful move. It got listed on Coinbase. So right here, this big spike, Coinbase said, hey, we're going to list Toshi soon. And everyone went, whoop, cool. Then Coinbase went, oh, by the way, we've listed Toshi now. All right, all the way up to 0.002. Very clearly in a downtrend now. Everything else is tending to go down. We had that move down to the top end of my best buy zone. Show you on the 4-hour time frame. No, I'll show you on the daily. Show you on the daily. Got to the, ignore that daily. We did get down to there. The top end of the best buy zone at around about 6 something. We actually, so you can see the difference there. We went down to 5, 7, 6. So top end of the best buy zone, that's not matching up for some reason. I did talk about, look, extremely overvalued on the relative strength index. We're probably going to see lower prices from here on balance of probability, and we have certainly seen that. I did say when we got to here and we spiked above the 0.236 at around that 0.001 area, I said watch out for a dead cat bounce where you can have a big move and then it goes back up and everyone goes, we're going to go back up here, and then it fakes you out and goes down lower. So far we are seeing that. We are at 0.0007, which is nearly closely matching up with the previous all-time high from April of 2024. Okay, what I would want to see from here is a quick bounce from here and then onwards and upwards. I'm guessing that's not going to happen. Could be completely wrong. You could see a quick move back up here. That would be great news for Toshi. And as you know, for Toshi, I need to see it clear and hold above 0.00145 in order to say, new all-time highs coming in Toshi very soon. We're not above there yet, so we're just trading in a range. And I am not trading Toshi at the moment. I'm not back in. And I'm not back in at the moment. I've got to wait. Okay. Watch out for the best buy zone again. Watch out for the bottom end of the best buy zone, which is at 0.0444. Okay. And also watch out for this downtrend line. It's getting a little bit messy here. I apologize. Watch out for the downtrend line, which goes back to the previous all-time high through this level here and through that support level. Okay. It's good that we had that breakout and that retest, but now you've got to watch out for potentially there again. So I can't tell you with 100% certainty that Toshi will rocket up from here or that it will ever rocket up again. I just don't know. Got to wait for the confirmations. And that's your confirmation 0.0045. Are you still holding Toshi? Are you still in profit? I did ask this the other day. Post a comment below if you've at least recouped your initial investment, because you've at least got to do that, right? You make a bit of money, you recoup your initial investment, the rest is gravy. Okay, so let me know, Toshi fam, about what your situation is with your current holdings. That's Toshi. Done everything else I need to do. Let's go through the mountain of comments. Let's see. And I'll answer all your questions and get your comments in. Of course, as we've got now 1,250 something subscribers. So we're moving onwards and upwards. Once we get to the 2,000 mark, I will be doing another silver giveaway. That'll be coming. Okay. Giveaway. Real physical silver. That will be happening at 2,000 YouTube subscribers. Okay. I'm at 3,300 something X followers. I'll do a silver giveaway at 5,000 X followers. All right. So YouTube giveaway of silver at 2,000 subscribers. 5,000 followers for X, I'll do a silver giveaway at that point as well. So they may not match up. Cool. So hit the big red subscribe button to join the GMS family. So Travel by Thought, yes, says overbought, not overvalued. Great point. Good to see you, Travel by Thought. I don't think I've seen you on the channel before. I don't think I've seen you take part. It's the same thing. I just interchange. And you'll hear me often say, overvalued or overbought. Overbought means the same thing. It's overvalued. Because if a bunch of people are buying it, it's getting overvalued, overbought, and overvalued. Same deal. Okay, it's different, but same. Okay, Karate Kid reference, anyone? Hey, Knackers. Okay, you're talking to each other. Mark Florida says, can't stay. Just wanted to thank Pete Repeat for trying to check in with our beloved chat mum, Miss Tony. Yes, please keep trying and let us know how she is doing. Tony, if you're listening, we love you. Hope everything's going okay up there in the top end of Australia with the floods. Haven't heard from you for a while. Getting a little bit concerned now. Okay, we really want to hear from you. I'm sure you'll let us know. And we're the least of your concerns. Okay, we just love you very much, and we just want to make sure that you're doing okay. And anything we can do to help you, you let us know, because we rally around our people, right? Let's see. The old double bottom on platinum. Yes. Alejandro Castillo says, considering all the changes happening since the election. Oh, okay. Well, where do you believe the price of silver will go for silver per ounce this year? I don't think the election matters. I don't think it really matters. It really just, I won't go to the charts. I think it's mainly about your technicals. I really think, look, Black Swan events, if, Trump came out and said, I'm going to be a dictator on day one, and he did everything like that, and it was a real thing. If Elon Musk had done a real Nazi salute, if, all this stuff was actually real, then sure, I could see, panic in the market and, instability, and gold and silver go even higher. It's not real. I just think it's just the market's going to do what the market's going to do. Now, that sounds really non-committal, but it's kind of true. The technicals are just going to do what they're going to do, I think, barring black swan events like a COVID. But what happened in COVID? Silver was kind of in this trading range. COVID happened, had a big spike down from $14 down to $12, and then it rocketed back up from there. Now, having said that, that was actually good for gold and silver, because then the pandemic forced lowering of interest rates to print money, and then that raised the price of gold and silver. But to do with the election won't do anything to precious metals. They'll just go where they're going to go. Having said that, of course, tariffs, look, the threat of tariffs would push the price of gold up, but that's because most people don't understand that what Trump is doing is he's negotiating, okay? He says, I will tariff you this. As I've said a million times before, he is bracketing, okay? It doesn't mean tariffs would actually go in. Now, the difference with Trump is he would follow through. So if he's going to threaten a 25% tariff on Mexico and Canada, the purpose of it is to negotiate and to say, oh, okay, we don't want to do that. Okay, yes, I'll give you what you want. I'll put troops on the border. I'll do this and that. But if they ended up going, screw you, bro. Okay, go on. I call your bluff. You give me your 25% tariffs. We'll see what it does to your country. You know what Trump would do? He'd put in the damn 25% tariffs. He doesn't bluff. Or he gives the illusion of not bluffing, which happens to be circular. Then that becomes the, oh, holy crap. I think he would actually do that. No, he wouldn't actually. Would he do that? Okay. And hence they come to the party with X, Y, and Z. Cool. So anyway, my point of that is tariffs and things to do with the election, all that, it doesn't really matter all that much with the silver price and the gold price. The price is just going to do what it's going to do anyway, just from the technicals, from big institutions, from investors just going, okay, price went to here, here's the levels, trend lines, looking at the gold to S&P 500 ratio, seeing as how it's highly undervalued versus the stock market. It's been consolidating, it's been forming a bottom, rounding up. That's all going to happen anyway, probably no matter who was in power, okay? But I like the fact that Trump's in. That's just me. Lance says, I am long BTC leveraged. Seriously? Is that your baby brain that's doing that? Lance is a new father for the very first time. Baby brain got Lance leveraged BTC. I hope it's at a much lower level though. Okay, it depends on where the level is and what your liquidation thing is. Okay, keep your dry powder. I am keeping my dry powder. What do you use for your CFDs, Joe? I don't do CFDs. I don't. I just use that. When you see me looking at the prices, it says the gold CFD, silver CFD, etc. Contracts for difference. I don't. So I just buy physical. Or if I'm getting into silver and gold, I buy unallocated as well. And so, wealthstack.com, as we know, Perth Bullion Exchange has an unallocated gold and silver program as well. Better than some... Carolyn's back. Great to see you. I come on live on the live. Are we still in love with silver? We are even more in love with silver than we've ever been before. We love it. I love silver so much that I am, as you know, I've been moving a portion. I have been trying to up my silver stack by playing the crypto bull run in 2025. I'm out at the moment because it's non-committal at this stage. Could be wrong. I could be missing a huge, brilliant move. Okay, in this big dip that we just recently had, I could be missing so much upside, but I can't do it. I can't do it until it's confirmed because I don't want to lose it all if it goes down because it's not money. It's not money. Gold and silver are real money. Have been money for thousands of years. Silver is life, says you're just high. You're just high on no sleep, aren't you? It certainly tests your nerves. Yeah, true that, Lance. Smile on my face. All meme coins will end up going to zero. Yeah, you could be wrong. Doge is also a meme coin, though. The first meme coin. Is Doge going to zero? You never know. Might do. Jason, if Elon took over the payment system of the USA, crazy stuff happening there. The concession got me from Mexico was already in place. The concession from Mexico was already in place with Biden. Oh, the concession he got from Mexico was already in place with Biden. Yeah, quite possibly. What payment system are you referencing? Treasury payment system. Yeah, so Elon, is he now in the Treasury payment system? If that's the case, fantastic. Okay, what have they been doing with USAID? Him and his team of very young engineers, but here's the thing. Here's the one thing. And we're talking a little of election-y, Trumpy kind of stuff at the moment, right? And that's cool because we love freedom of speech. And I love the fact that Jason is our token lefty here. And I love it because you get all angles. Some people will go, they're kids. He's hired a bunch of... Elon Musk, an unelected person, has hired a bunch of kids to go through the biggest systems in the world. And so then they go, that's so ridiculous. That's crazy. That's mental, right? And then the other side of it is, so one of the smartest guys in the world who has created multiple businesses that he's created cheap, affordable, and getting more affordable electric cars. Okay. He has created a reusable rocket system, which has worked, okay, and will continue to work. He's created a company that has been able to tunnel under the earth for like 10% of the normal price with the Boring Company. He's got Neuralink, all that stuff. He's heading up all these things. One of the smartest dudes in the world is now taking on rooting out fraud, rooting out money laundering, which is fraud, in the US government system. Okay, yeah, that's a good thing. And he's assembled a crack team of top engineers. Now, the fact that they're young, what the fuck does that matter? The fact that they're young is even better. Do you know why? Do you know what they don't have? Maybe some of them have girlfriends. You know what they don't have? They don't have families and kids. They have a singular goal at the moment. This is their job. They don't, they have to pick their kids up from school and all that kind of stuff. They're young. They don't have kids. They've got their lives ahead of them. They're willing to take, these kind of risks and it is risky. Hey, it is risky. If Elon Musk says, hey, come and work for me, that's actually a bit of a risk, right? Because I'm going to work for Elon Musk, which is sort of, Trump adjacent, what is everyone going to think about me? They're young, okay? They're like, I'm a young man. I'm like in my early 20s. So what? Okay, if everyone thinks I'm a Nazi, okay, well, I'll bounce back. I've got 20 years to bounce back, right? And the fact that they can just stay up 24 hours, 7 days a week and do it. That's a real positive, okay? And I don't know why that's just a bit of a rant, okay? For anyone who says it's crazy. No, it's very smart. Just to let all the GMS family know not to use the plus 500 app to trade anything. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Let's see. Living Animan, g'day. Have a good weekend from me. Prayers for dear Tony. Yes, hope you get in touch with her, Pete. Yes. If you want to make changes happen, should happen through elected officials. Can make those changes in Congress. Can't just make changes unlawfully. Why are they unlawful? I don't understand why they're unlawful. So Elon Musk has been hired by Trump, hired as such. He's an unelected official, but so is everyone else in Trump's team, pretty much. Well, unelected, I mean, J.D. Vance was elected, but and someone else made this point. I didn't make this point, so I'm just spitting it out. Trump's chief of staff, I've forgotten her name, Susie someone. Anyway, his chief of staff, which is, by the way, the chief of staff position in the US presidency, is like it's like number 2 from the president. Probably even better than the vice president. Now, if something happens to Trump, Vance becomes the president, but who would still be the chief of staff? Probably this Susie person, right? She controls everything that Trump, she controls who Trump gets to see, okay? She wasn't elected. Trump picked her. Just, hey, Trump got elected, and then people go, okay, you get to pick your team. Okay, so he picked Susie, blah, 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 as his chief of staff. She wasn't elected. The people didn't go, okay, Trump, we're going to elect Susie as your chief of staff. He went, no, I'm the boss now. You're the boss now, Trump. You get to pick your general team. Okay, he picked Susie. He's picked Elon. That's it. Elon's now there. So he didn't need to be elected. Anyway, that's just my humble, possibly wrong opinion. I saw a post today, Jason, that the position wouldn't be subject to confirmation. Constitution says that. Right. I was just caught trying to withdraw my money. Oh, and they are mucking me around on plus 500. That sucks. Mon, still getting Temu ads interrupting the live. Sorry, I hope not often. My apologies. They don't have a corrupt background. Yes, they don't have a corrupt. They're younger. The team of engineers. What are they also? Very young and very green. They haven't had enough time for people to get in their ear and say, "Oh, why did you do this? Why did you do that?" Okay, correct. They don't have a corrupt background. Let's see. Wiles, the big pharma exec. Don't know. Payments have been passed by Congress already, and payments have been allocated. Going forward, sure, Congress can cut payments. Can't retroactively cut things that are legislated. Why not? What's the point of Congress if you can just go do changes and things after? Great question. Don't know the answer. But as far as I know, in the Constitution, it's not unconstitutional to do what they're doing. Okay, and don't you want Jason? Don't you want the fraud and the abuse to be revealed? I do. I'm not even in that country, and I do. Why? It's good for them, and what's good for them is good for us. Okay, and that might even spark someone here in Australia going, hey, hang on. If they've found all this fraud and abuse, which is obvious, okay, because it's government. Governments are fraud and abuse. Governments, the money laundering, all that stuff. All governments are corrupt. There's no such thing as a non-corrupt government. The longer a government is in position, the lower a government is a government, the more corrupt it becomes over time. Until, the pendulum swings, and then someone comes in and goes, we're just gonna have a little tinker and see where all these payments are going. Okay, what's the point of Congress if you can just change things after? So what does that mean? That Congress can just be corrupt and do whatever they want, and no one can question it? Well, it's been passed as a law now. You can't just come in and tell me that all that stuff we've been doing has been money laundering. How dare you, sir? No, of course you can. And Trump can do it, and he's doing it legally through the Constitution. There's nothing unconstitutional about it, as far as we know. If it turns out it is, okay, fair enough, we'll have that conversation. No, he's fine. I hope the same happens here. Unlikely. Yeah, I do agree with that. Maybe I'll run for office and do it myself. No, that's not going to happen. Ladies and gentlemen, we're getting towards the end. This has been Good Morning Stackers for the last day of the week, Friday, 7th of February, 2025. I've got a gig tomorrow. The U2 show Achtung Baby. If you live in Bairnsdale in Victoria, I'm going to be playing there at the Forge Theatre. Anyway, that's all you need to know. Just look it up. Let's see, a couple more comments. The reason being how many government's votes are being brought through jobs. Sure, but not unlawfully. If they want to make changes, need to be voted on. Yeah, okay. But are they making are they making crazy changes? He's being sued. Okay, it is unlawful anyhow. Okay, sure. So let's see if it holds up in court. Great. And this is the brilliant thing about a system like that. He's being sued as it is unlawful. No, he's being sued. And then the judges, whoever those judges are, will decide whether it's lawful or unlawful. I can't judge that and you can't judge that. And that's fine. Let's just see. Hey, if the big judges come back, whoever, and goes, yeah, it is unlawful, you got to stop doing it, I will agree with it. Cool. The law of the land has said that. Until then, are they not allowed to poke around? Are you telling me the left hasn't? Are you telling me, Jason, the left hasn't tried everything that they can everything they possibly could have done during the 2024 election cycle to try and get Trump out? Do you know how much of that was fucking unlawful? Do you know how much of that was actually probably, and again, possibly not unlawful? Okay, but do you know how much of that was fucking iffy? A shit ton of it. Okay, now I'm getting annoyed. But in a good way, in a peaceful way. Do you know how much they lawfared the shit out of Trump? Okay, and so we're just checking in. We don't know. We're doing that. Okay, all right. Well then, the law said no. You can't do that anymore. You can't go after this. You can't go after that. And gee, is Trump in jail at the moment? No, because the law said, okay, you tried. Good on you for trying. You tried, and no, it didn't work. Okay, this might be just in the opposite way, where Elon and everyone's going in. Let's see what we can. Let's poke the bear and see what's happening. People can try and sue him, and if they get kicked out, fine. That's what the law said. Okay. Let's see. There is no left in government. There are Democrats. I don't know what that means, but it's probably a chat for another time. As far as I understand, pardons can't excuse treason. Give me one sec. As far as I understand, pardons can't excuse treason. Treason can always be prosecuted. That's interesting. Good to know. Anyway, we're leaving it at that, my funky people. Yes, this has been Good Morning Stackers. As I said, finally we are going to dance it out, my funky people. Grab your tasty beverages because we will do the final synchronized slurp as we've got a whole bunch of people watching on X and on YouTube. Hit the follow button on X to get the week daily live show on X. If you want to take part in the chat, however, with my wonderful GMS family, go to my X account, click on the bio, go to the bio, click on the YouTube channel link and subscribe to the YouTube channel because I simulcast on YouTube as well and you can join in the live chat. Even Democrats are not the left, all near. Okay, my wonderful people, grab your tasty beverages. Let's get in the groove because this has been
Good morning, Stack.
Oh yeah, we're feeling fine.
Good morning, Stack.
It's podcast time.
Grab it.
Grab a tasty beverage. Let's get in the
Let's do
groove.
that.
Synchronized
3,
slurp.
2, 1.
Now
Slurp it.
we're on the move. Good morning.
Have a great week, everyone. Have a great weekend, whatever you're doing. Stay safe, stay informed, keep stacking whatever you're stacking, and I'll see ye on Monday.